Just look at the size of this. It's not small. These are Bluetooth speakers that father all other Bluetooth speakers. The God of gods! Okay, so today I want to talk to you about the VeGue Audio VS-6633, or is it the VeGue VS-6633 Bluetooth speakers slash hi-fi speakers slash karaoke speakers. I'm not really sure what to call these things because there are so many applications that I've used them for, and I don't know if you can tell from my face, but this is one of the products where you don't actually realize how much you need it until you actually start using it. This product has me pumped, it has me excited. So in this video, I'm going to share with you all my thoughts about this device. First things first, what actually are these speaker units or this device? Well, essentially, it's a unit that gives you a speaker. You get two hi-fi microphones, basically wireless microphones. You're going to get a remote control, you're going to get a manual, and that's pretty much about all that you get with this device. So that tells you you can actually use the microphones with this device. Fun, great. Now, so in my application, if you have a situation like a party or a mini party or a karaoke bar or something, this would be fantastic because now people can actually sing over audio that you play, and I don't know, you could display the lyrics some other way if that makes sense, and you can actually use this to like MC a party or something. So if you have like a mini birthday party for like your younger ones or something, you could entirely run it with this device and MC that event and coordinate everything from one simple Bluetooth speaker, which is fantastic. So application wise, there are so many different ways that you could actually use this, which is very, very fun. Also, you could completely ditch the microphones and use this as purely rugged, waterproof Bluetooth speakers that you carry everywhere. So you could leave the microphones in the house and the remote control in the house, and you could just use this as a Bluetooth speaker by the dock or by the pool or something. Pretty fantastic, right? Now, moving on from that, let's actually talk about the physical qualities of this device and the design and build quality. As you can see, it's built rugged and it's fairly heavy. The actual shipment was around 20 pounds and the device itself was just under 16 pounds, which is not lightweight. I mean, for the size of the device, it's fairly lightweight, but for Bluetooth speakers, it's quite heavy. But it packs a punch, so that absolutely makes sense, and we'll talk about that later on in the video. You got a bunch of controls on the front of the device, so it's basically going to be your input settings, basically picking what device is inputting onto this system at any point. You're going to get like modes to control the lights, maybe turn them off if you don't like them. You're going to get karaoke options, play, pause, you know, forward, skip track, backtrack, the menu options and stuff like that. And you're going to get a giant knob that you basically use to control the volume for this device. And I should point out, this device gets pretty loud. Now, underneath all of that, there's going to be a rubber cover thing covering a section. And when you open that rubber, you're basically going to get like a TF card input. You're going to get a USB input. You're going to get like lining input for instruments. So if you want to play a guitar with this, you can do that. And you're going to get another extra lining for an extra microphone. So if you want to use one more microphone that's wired, you can absolutely do that. And you're going to get obviously the power port where you actually charge this device. One thing that I should point out is if you're out and about and maybe, you know, Bluetooth in music from your phone or your iPad or something, and your phone is about to die, you can actually charge your phone from that USB port. Just use a cable, connect it to your phone, and you can actually charge on the go while you're still Bluetoothing with your mobile phone device, which is fantastic. Now, the microphones on this out of the box, I noticed that they had some sort of echo on them. I'm not sure why that was the case, but there was some echo out of the box. But the great thing is, in the menu settings, you can actually turn down the amount of echo that this microphone has to pretty much nothing, and they start to sound like regular old microphones. Now, moving to the actual functionality and sound quality of the device, basically in Bluetooth mode, when you're just trying to use this as Bluetooth speakers, at 6%, they're louder than any Bluetooth speakers that I have, 6%. But you should note that this actually goes all the way up to 32%. So yes, it gets very loud, but so loud in fact that it starts to get a little scratchy and the audio gets a bit distorted. Not proper bad, but it's like the loud kind of bad. Anybody who knows audio knows that extremely loud audio is not great because it destroys the audio, And these Bluetooth speakers will basically push your audio to the loudest possible end, and then they start to distort. So you probably don't want to be using this at the loudest possible volume, except maybe you're throwing like a outdoor party and you want the maximum volume possible. Then go ahead, go crazy, absolutely do that. But otherwise, I don't think anybody listening to music regularly or just playing their instruments and singing along is going to want to use this at the loudest possible volume. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's too loud. As for the inputs, they're actually pretty easy to change. You simply click the input and you can decide to line in, because you also get a line in port to basically plug in your 3.5mm cable if you want to do that from an iPod or something. And you can actually just decide to switch from Bluetooth to Wi-Fi to karaoke to whatever mode you want to switch to. It's just a click of a button and you're good. Also, you can use the remote control that comes with this. Now, the manual and documentation that it provided with this device is not the best, it's not the greatest, but it's very, very easy and self-explanatory. I believe the first time that I actually used the device, I didn't even bother taking a look at the manual. It was that easy to use. And using the remote control might be a little more complicated, but again, if you test things out for 5-10 minutes, you're pretty much going to understand how everything works, and you're going to figure out how to control the device from your remote and how to mix your vocals with the background music playing via Bluetooth and so on and so forth. So this would be perfect for you if you were like a yoga instructor, or if you were like some sort of instructor of any kind, if you were a starting out preacher, somebody who goes out to evangelize, which I don't know why anybody would be doing that. That's a bit obnoxious, but if that's what you do, you could actually just carry this on your side with the shoulder strap, which actually makes it very easy to carry this, by the way, and pull out your microphone and preach the gospel of Amadioa, if that's what you want to do. Moving away from that, let's actually talk about what I think about this device and why it's so fun and so exciting and so mind-blowing for me. Now, I didn't realize I needed Bluetooth speakers that were this huge or this loud until I actually started using them, because they sound fantastic. As long as you're not pushing the volume all the way and trying to throw a mini party indoors, you'd be fine with the quality of the audio. I think design-wise, they're actually pretty good, and for the most part, I didn't see them say anything about being waterproof on the box or in the documentation, but a few other reviews that I've watched actually pointed out that these are actually waterproof. I didn't test that, but maybe I will test that at some other point later in the future. But I guess that makes sense, since they actually cover the ports where the water could get into the device with the rubber gasket. That makes sense. So it could probably be waterproof, which would be fantastic. But what I can tell you is the device is rugged and it's very, very well built. Yes, it's mostly plastic, but it's not that kind of flimsy plastic. It's the kind of plastic where the device actually feels very, very sturdy. You could hurt somebody with this. You could kill someone with this. It's that heavy and it's that sturdy and it's that well built. And I like the fact that they included a strap to actually help you carry it, because they figured, you know, this could be uncomfortable without the strap. So design wise, they get an absolute 10 over 10 for me. Sound quality wise, probably a 7 over 10 because of the distortion at high volumes. The fact that they included a microphone for karaoke is a hardest plus, so 10 over 10 for that. And the fact that they actually added extra linings for an instrument and an extra microphone in case you want 3 people talking at the same time is actually really thoughtful as well. So this would be great for little gym instructors, yoga instructors. This would be great for preachers who are just starting out evangelizing. This would be great for mini karaoke parties, karaoke bars. This would also be great for like pool parties if you want to make noise but not too loud, so you want to control the source of your audio and stuff.